Motivation is a temporary feeling that gets you gassed up in the moment to go out and take action. But what happens when that motivation fire dies out? What do you have then to have you go take action? You guys need to stop relying on motivation so much. Motivation to have you sitting down in one spot, listening to 10 videos to get your mind right to go out and take action. Stop relying on motivation. Start relying on your discipline. That should be non-negotiable. We should not be taking action only when we feel good. Because what happens when we don't feel like taking action? What happens then? What are you doing then? How are you feeling then? Whenever you're waking up in the morning, negative as fuck, because you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to tend to the task that you have for the day. What do you have then when motivation is not there? You only have your discipline. You would not take action if you don't have discipline. You guys need to get that through your head. Stop relying on motivation. When I first started this personal development journey of mine, and I wanted to better myself, it started off as motivation. I wanted to be a better me, to be a better man, so that I can be a better father, a better spouse, a better son, right? List goes on. But what I didn't realize was that motivation fire was going to die out. So what was going to keep me motivated or inspired to want to get better? It was my discipline that did. Discipline in my daily process is what kept me grounded. It's what kept me motivated. It's what kept me wanting to keep pushing on to become a better man. You guys have to stop relying so much on this motivation of yours, because let me tell you, this motivation fire is going to die out. You will only have your discipline. You will only have your grit. You will only have your heart when it's all said and done. And you need to understand that your internal motivation is far greater than your external motivation. Your intrinsic value, that vision of yours, should continue to pull you when that motivation dies out. That body you want should pull you. That career you want should pull you. Because when motivation dies out, guys, you're going to be lost. And you're going to continue to search through these videos. You're going to continue to go to seminars that you don't need to go to. You will continue to read books that you don't need to read. Because you are looking for external motivation. You are looking for extrinsic things. When really, all you need is your intrinsic motivation. Your intrinsic discipline. So, understand that whenever you are keep searching for this motivation and shit, man. Motivation is only to get you gassed up in the moment to take action to do something else. Right here, right now, I'm not trying to motivate you. I want to inspire you to take inspired action. Because here we are creating assets. We are creating leaders. We don't want to create liabilities. We don't want to create followers of the wrong thing. All right? So over here, you're not going to get motivation. Instead, you're going to get inspiration that's going to inspire you to take inspired action. That way, when we creating that winner in you, you will learn how to be disciplined and what to be disciplined in. So that whenever that fucking motivation fire dies out, you will still get up in the fucking morning, not because you're motivated, but because it's something you must do. You have to do. I need you guys to understand that motivation is cool, but don't sit in it. Don't rely in it. Because at the end of the fucking day, you're only going to have your discipline left. I used to watch all the fucking motivational videos whenever I was in business. You know, and I was wondering why, like, the motivation didn't last. It was because just because I was motivated for those 5 minutes, it doesn't mean that my discipline was where it needed to be for me to continue to be motivated. Some days I wake up and I'm just motivated. Some days I wake up and I'm not, but I still I still adhere to my plan. I still adhere to the vision that I have. Because it's non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable for me to get up in the morning and go through my daily process. It's non-fucking negotiable. I ain't worrying about motivation any longer. I ain't relying on motivation any longer. You guys have to get past motivation, okay? Get to inspiration, and then once you find inspiration, take inspired action. Daily. Not just one time, and you expecting to have this crazy amount of discipline. You have to do it repeatedly over a great amount of time to become disciplined. That way it becomes second nature. That way you are doing it on automatic. You are doing it on autopilot. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed. You get out of bed anyway because that vision of yours is pulling you. You don't have to be motivated. You just need to have grit, heart, find inspiration, and take inspired action. Remember, we are creating leaders, assets here. We don't want liabilities. We don't want followers of the wrong fucking thing. We want people who are self-starters. Okay? Self-starter. Remember, once you find out that your discipline is all that matters, and once you build that discipline to where you are doing things automatically, where you are doing the hard things even if you don't want to fucking do it. You go into the gym even when you don't want to go work out. You eating all those fucking meals even when you don't want to eat all those meals. You're reading those personal development books that's actually helping you to see things from another point of view. You're actually doing that when you don't want to fucking do it. That's discipline. Motivation doesn't help you with that. Because again, you're going to be motivated for 5 minutes. You're going to read a page and then you're going to be done. You're going to eat one meal and say, I can eat fast food for the rest of the day. All right? So remember, guys, stop relying on motivation. So, stop relying on motivation. All right? Discipline is going to take you farther than motivation ever will. Remember, guys, I believe that mindset training, personal development, fitness, and nutrition are the 3 main pillars to living a better life. Let's get it!